Yeah. I think next weekend is our last
You know what, man? I live in down in Fremont. I'm 10 days that I was playing last night. There you go. Show it. Like the great building. Somebody else said rubbish. Yeah. They're trying to get something to it. 3 o'clock, my dog took it out for a late night walk. I'm like, there's no fucking way Nectar's rocking this thing. So I walked down through that alley. They were just getting mad. Somebody in the head was running down the space. But it was like, God damn, I'm here. Everybody was partying on the back deck. I'm like, it was a good night over there.
I love Fremont. I go down to Fremont all the time.
Yeah, I just put up the JP Patches thing last week. And that was actually good. I had that statue they put up.
I go there.
I can't even see
PCC shop there.
Yeah.
I eat that little Lucy sushi place all the time.
I do too, man. You know what that place across the street, Shisho Sushi? Isn't too bad either. It's up from that across the street. Is it tender? It's a little service. It's going to be fine. It's going to be down outside that Watson's building. We're going to go see. Are we rocking here? Is it time?
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Did you hear us?
How is everybody out there? Yeah. They are woo! Ladies and gentlemen, this band, they're known as Queensryche, so give it up for these guys. Hello. Something a little bit different tonight.
Yeah, we're playing with an orchestra.
And how weird is that?
Well, you know, it's actually really cool to play with all those different pieces, and it's weird to see your music all written out, you know, with pencil. And
with
then,
notes?
Yeah, and it's even weirder to see the conductor during rehearsal scribble things out and rewrite things, you know, on the spot.
Yeah,
but
that's kind of weird.
You guys, today, I believe, is the first time you've ever actually played with. Whatever rehearsal you guys did today was the first time you've actually been with them to do this.
Yeah, yeah.
How?
Yeah.
What were your expectations when you came up? Were you like, man, this is going to be so fucked up? Or, like, man, I hope we just hit it at the same time. And then how did it go, man?
Well, actually, we've kind of developed this philosophy of no expectations, and that way, you know, you're always surprised. It works.
Is it weird to watch the conductor on some? Because I'm sure like Silent Lucidity is a very slow thing. But like Jet City, the guy's probably just going off. I mean, there's certain songs where the conductor just goes ape-s, and you just sit there and you go like, all right, we got it. We hit it.
He actually gained altitude for a moment.
Yeah, he was up in the air jumping around.
Do you find that you guys actually follow the conductor, though? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? In the sense of, like, emotion, man. You know what I mean? Like, to you wrote a song. You know what I mean? And the conductors, they do not conduct themselves very well. Like, when they're excitable, they're freaking out and they're doing all this stuff. So, like, when you're watching them, like, hey, no, man, that part really good.
How can he not throw down?
Well, you know, I think it's definitely inspiring to see people reacting to your music, you know, and you definitely feed off that. That's why it's always great to play in front of a very excited audience, you know, one that really gets into it. A lot of audiences, you know, well, some participate and some are observers, you know, and the observation audiences aren't...
Or they're high.
Yeah, well, that's goes without saying, doesn't it? So is the band, but...
Well, there's a reason you didn't move.
No, but we always follow one guy, and that's Mr. Rockefeller. He's the timekeeper for us. No matter what else is going on, I take no responsibility.
Like, you ever think to yourself, like, crash, everyone's relying on me, and I'm not feeling it right now. I screwed this up.
If we train wreck, it's Scotty's fault.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, you did Mindcrime too, and I know that was something that for a long time you wanted to complete and just kind of wrap that up a little bit and just have a little closure on that as far as how it was written and everything, and kind of gave the answers to a lot of questions a lot of fans had early on. Did a cover album. Now what? I know you guys are in studio, but now you got this open direction without the thought of having to write about Mindcrime or anything like that. You're not really in that anymore, so where's it going?
Well, we have a new record that we're working on right now, and I can't really talk a lot about it.
Oh, come on. We're not going to tell anybody.
It's just between us.
Yeah, it's
no one listens to us.
Although, have you not heard the show?
No, they're smart.
Yes, it's horrible. No wonder. See what I'm saying? You probably.
Well, we haven't actually. We don't actually have a title for it yet, although it's mostly written and actually mostly recorded.
Yeah. Dude, it's going to sound like Wild Case.
Well, right now it's called Bob.
Hey man, this is a big question for you, and I think as far as everyone that is standing right here, they will agree, this is an important question. Who came up with the flip-flops?
They seem to be popular today, don't they? Those are popular items today, aren't they?
They're everywhere. Like,
it's all about comfort.
God, you know, I think that was probably my wife, Susan.
Okay. You're going to be walking on Golden Garden someday along the beach. thinking everything's cool, and there's going to be a goddamn Queensryche thing stamped into the sand. You're going to freak
Well,
the hell out and run like hell.
I'll tell you a funny story.
Right then, an orca's going to come out and eat you and take you back in. Everything
But
will
it'll spit out that flip flop.
Nice.
Every year we take a lot of our merchandise and we give it to the homeless shelters in town.
That's
So-
what's going on in Fremont.
Oh, yeah,
God
but-
damn, I thought everyone went to a show.
You'll see all these like.
I was like, where did they play a gig at? Were they down at the High Dive? What the hell happened?
You'll see all these homeless cats running around town, sitting in front of burn barrels and stuff,
And
warming
Jeff,
their
do you
hands,
know-
wearing Queensryche swag.
You know what they're drinking, Jeff? Ice House Tall Boys. Or Sparks. I see a lot of Sparks out there, yeah. Well, that's very cool. So, after tonight, is this really a one-time off thing, or do you guys think that you'll look around and think, yeah, maybe we should do this again?
We're actually doing it next weekend in Texas.
Okay.
We're playing Houston, Dallas, and New Orleans, and that's wrapping up our touring season for us this year.
And then you're pretty well done, and then from that, just concentrating on the new
Yeah,
one?
we're just going to try to finish up our record, and it's supposed to be out in the spring. That's what we've told the record company.
Okay, do they keep asking?
They keep asking,
Okay,
yeah.
right.
So we're going to be hopefully releasing it in spring and then touring on it after that for the next
Is
year.
that forced creativity, or do you feel like that's enough time?
No,
You know
it's
what I mean?
already written. It's already written. All the hard work's done. Now we just have to record everything, you know.
Hey Jeff, look, man. I don't know if anyone's told you this. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, your conversational voice is the same as George Takei.
As who?
George Takei, Mr. Sulu.
Mr. Sulu. That's awesome.
The cat from Star Trek?
The cat from Star Trek.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. I'm telling you. Has anyone told you that? Or
No, I've never heard that.
You know what? She's gonna be like a
Well,
floodgate.
I want to hear that.
I'm going to think about that now forever. Thank you.
We got a great day today. I know
I'm
you
going to
guys-
be thinking about that, and that sucks.
Don't screw up the timing.
I'll never look at him the same again.
Have
I'll be
to.
like, Jeff, what do you mean?
I mean,
What you're saying is not logical.
what you guys have been around for a long time. A lot of people have looked up to you guys in Seattle forever. Is there any weirdness as far as just looking at the city itself and the change, and just as far as how much Seattle has grown since you guys have started out, become a part of it? Is it the same city, or is
No.
it different from what you remember?
No,
or,
the whole place has grown. The whole region's grown incredibly. It's weird for us because sometimes we go on the road for 6 months at a time, and we'll come home, you know, hop in the car, go up to our favorite restaurant, and the whole block is gone. You know, they've taken out all the buildings and they're putting up something different, and that's very weird.
That's got to be strange.
Yeah, that's very weird.
What's it like being like? I mean, obviously you guys have been around for a while, and now like all the bands we've interviewed today, all they're talking about is watching you guys perform.
Is that a weird place to be? You know what I mean? Yeah. Did you guys ever feel the pressure like, oh shit, here we go, we're opening up for whoever it was? Was there ever a time when you went? Because I know you've got a very interesting Roger Waters story that I've heard from years back. I guess
yeah,
the first
it's
time
actually David Gilmour.
David
story,
Gilmour,
yeah,
my
yeah.
bad, David. So the first time you meet David Gilmour, you've been a fan. Even as a kid, everybody listens to Pink Floyd, and here's your hero in a lot of different ways. And you walk up to him and you say, what now?
Well, I just said, you know, God, David, Mr. Gilmour, thanks so much for all the music you've written. You've really inspired my band, and I'm really, in fact, if it wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't be standing here shaking your hand right now and bumming a cigarette. So can I bum a cigarette? And he said, yeah. So thanks for the compliment. Now, would you go away?
But did that? Yeah, I mean, what do you do at that point? You know what I mean? You just go like, whatever.
I went away.
You're not listening to Murder anymore. Or
He
anything
spoke,
like that?
and I
Yeah.
followed the command.
Yeah. But has there ever been one of those situations where you guys have, been where the other bands are, and you really just wanted to see a band that you guys were out there with, or anything like that? Just,